depression and anxiety for 2 decades. There was a lot of trauma at home that I did not talk about and I did not process for ever since my childhood, I would say. And recently, in the last 6, 7 years, when it finally all came out, I went into this, cycle of just blaming, complaining, venting, but not doing anything about it. So I was in a very, very low state. I've been having panic attacks and anxiety attacks since I was 21, 22, I think. And I had reached a stage where I was completely insomniac. I couldn't sleep. It reached a point where before I joined the system, I was having constant suicidal thoughts. And so, I mean, it was either I do something about it or there was no point living like this. Also, because of this, my relationship with my father was very, very strained. We would just text each other on WhatsApp, ye kaam kar do, wo kaam kar do. And it felt like a very sad and lonely environment to live at home. My mom's unwell as well, so I felt very stressed with that.
So, welcome once again to the Rise to Fame interview. We have a beautiful energy queen with us, Richa. And Richa has really transformed her life. She's working on herself regularly, and now she's a new Richa altogether. She says that she's completely transformed her life. Of course, transformation is work in progress always, but she's transformed from what her goal has been accomplished, and now she's really living a happier life than before. So, without wasting any more time, over to you, Richa. So, if you just could introduce yourself and tell everybody about how you were before you joined and what was going on, and now after you have implemented the system of the Energy Queen system, how has your life impacted? So, over to you, Richa.
Thank you, ma'am. Methi Miraki.
Neti Miraki, my dear.
Uh, so I'm Richa Khandelwal. I live in Gurgaon. And I've lived with undiagnosed depression and anxiety for 2 decades. There was a lot of trauma at home that I did not talk about and I did not process for ever since my childhood, I would say. And recently, in the last 6, 7 years, when it finally all came out, I went into this, cycle of just blaming, complaining, venting, but not doing anything about it. So I was in a very, very low state. I've been having panic attacks and anxiety attacks since I was 21, 22, I think. And I had reached a stage where I was completely insomniac. I couldn't sleep. It reached a point where before I joined the system, I was having constant suicidal thoughts. And so, I mean, it was either I do something about it or there was no point living like this. Also, because of this, my relationship with my father was very, very strained. We would just text each other on WhatsApp, ye kaam kar do, wo kaam kar do. And it felt like a very sad and lonely environment to live at home. My mom's unwell as well, so I felt very stressed with that, having to take care of her by myself. And I did not like discussing money. I didn't like to check my bank emails. I had no idea what my financial, status was. Um, and in terms of purpose, I knew what I wanted to do, but I was not taking any steps towards it. I used to procrastinate a lot. So in
Mm.
brief, that's how I was before I joined you. And when I finally decided that, okay, now I must do something about this, I went to a doctor. I started medicine for depression and anxiety. And ma'am, when the universe saw that I want to do something for myself, my friend sent me a webinar link and I joined it instantly. And life has taken a 180-degree turn since then. The first diamond showcase that I had, I joined your diamond membership as well.
Mm.
And I mean, your guidance, of course, Nikun sir's guidance, the whole community support, I would say that's the biggest factor apart from the courses and classes that we do, is that constantly we are ready to help each other. Women helping each other is just an amazing feeling. And with all of the systems that we've implemented through your courses and the energy queen system, firstly, within 6 months, I have left my medicines. I won't say that don't get anxious sometimes, like even before this interview, I was a little anxious. But there are now techniques that I can use to calm myself down. And I have this knowingness that okay, it's there, it will go away. I don't need to
Yes.
get I don't get into a vicious circle anymore. Then
Wow.
with this, because I've got so much now, like there's this calmness in me that I did not have before.
Hmm.
For 20 years, it was just anxiety, overthinking. That's it. I haven't felt like that in a very long time, let's say in these last few months. And
Amazing,
with
Richa.
that,
That's super.
thank you, ma'am. And along with that, I had a huge breakthrough with, in terms of the relationship with my father. So, a technique that you had asked me to work on, and it has shown such great results. I got such a positive response from him. And the next day itself, he came and told me, "Good morning, beta." It's something like I hadn't heard it in I don't know how many years. It might seem like a small thing, but for me, it was huge. And
Totally
today,
understand. Yeah.
and today, if I'm ill or because of my allergies, if I'm sneezing, he comes and takes care of me like when I was a little kid. It feels so amazing. And today, when I do my declarations, that's the other thing with the energizers. Every morning, whatever I declare, today I feel like it is true and it is going to happen. Initially, when I started, I was, okay, kya bolna chahiye, kaise bolna chahiye, will it work? But today I have this knowingness. And now with that support, I know I can achieve anything that I want to.
Amazing. Brilliant, Richa. It's giving me goosebumps listening to your story. And thank you so much for sharing this. Brilliant. And yeah, now that you have support of your dad, I know how it feels like when you're supported at home. So it's brilliant. And because of this support, has it now, since you also mentioned that you never checked your bank account or financial, so do you feel any difference there also?
Absolutely, ma'am. So, as part in the morning, I have this fixed ritual is mainly the energy rituals that we work on in our habit trackers. So, once I do my meditation, before doing any other ritual, the first thing I do is I check my bank email and I do the mantra that you've taught us as well. And today I have this knowingness that that money is a channel to bring prosperity not only to me but to my family, and I'll be able to achieve my higher purpose of helping society, especially women that I want to. So today I have this, I love money in
Hmm.
a good way because it's going to help me achieve my higher purpose. So that,
Amazing.
and yes, ma'am.
Yes, super. So what about your, and so you teach French, right, Richa?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So anything to do with your career? Are you like getting good feedbacks? Are you enjoying your career? What is happening in your career field right now?
Ma'am, in terms of my career, very recently I have finally I think one thing that I didn't mention, which is my biggest breakthrough, is the self-love that I've got. My self-worth and self-esteem was, I would say, zero before I joined you. And today I can, during the declarations and when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel great about myself. And that is showing up in my work as well. Because earlier I would hesitate to ask for my fees, which was due to me. Today I've sent all my students, rather the parents, out a message saying, this is how things are going to work. You must pay me in advance. There have been some filtration because some people do not want to pay. And I'm okay with that because I know that I'm worthy, I deserve, and I'm giving more than 100% to my students. And
Amazing.
in
Super.
in fact, yesterday with Nikon sir during the strategy call, I had a talk with him about how I can scale up. And even with my book through his Eka Essence course, I've had so many, Balban moments as to how I can make it a better book for people to read. And so I've
Good.
transformed,
Amazing.
I switched the language from French to English so it would be, probably it could have more viewership and it could inspire a lot many people.
Yes, brilliant. Thank you so much, Richa, for sharing this. More energy to you. And yes, Richa has created a breakthrough in all areas of her life, and especially when it comes to a personal transformation. Because giving up on pills and feeling happy, that is what we are born for, Richa. And everybody who's watching this video of Richa. So, Richa, if any last message, if you want to just give whoever is viewing this, this video, or so anything which you would like to tell them, or just say to them for that matter.
Just keep working on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. If you're not already part of the energy queen system, if you're a woman, please do join. And you're going to see transformation. If you're happy, you're going to be super happy. But yes, one has to remain balanced, as ma'am always says.
Yes, brilliant. Thank you so much, Richa, for
Thank
this
you,
one
ma'am.
and more energy to you. So, Meti Miraki, and God bless you always. Thank you, my dear.
Neti Mitaki, ma'am. Thank you.
Super.